Yeah, well, I know this isn't the usual format that I follow, the usual setup and everything, but I just don't have it in me right now to get set up and put the camera in the right spot and everything. And the truth of the matter is, I'm in a pretty shitty spot right now. Just mental overload, having a total meltdown. I guess I just need to vent for a few minutes. God, I know that fan's probably too loud. I apologize for that, but I just don't have the energy to get up and turn it down. So, God, night from hell. Capped off with more bullshit in the morning. And I guess that's where I gotta begin. So, where I live, where I work, last night we had a pretty good size, line of storms that came through. Area I work and live in, they got hit with a severe thunderstorm warning that came through. Knocked out a bunch of power supplies in cities to the south and to the west of me. So that was great. A couple of unlucky people got hit just to the west of us here, a couple miles away. Fortunately, we got spared. But anyway, that's beside the point. So what I wind up with there is, yeah, you know how companies claim to be all safety conscious and blah blah blah. Follow the procedures, or so they claim in theory. Uh, well, so we get the notification over the PA system that yeah, there's sirens going off, so get to the designated storm shelters, whatever. In my case, that was the bathrooms. Now, where I'm at right now, um, just to keep things simple, even though I've been transitioning for 4 years and change, I've been sticking with the men's room if I have to choose a gendered restroom, and I do that just to avoid ruffling any feathers. I mean, I probably could get away with going to the women's room, but like I said, I just don't want to ruffle feathers. Unfortunately, I keep getting outed to all the new hires, so that's its own issue. Anyway, that factors in to this because where I wound up being the only person to choose that restroom as a shelter spot. So yeah, the storm comes and goes, and the severe weather event ends and everything. And after it expires, nothing. We don't hear an all clear. There's just silence. I checked the weather app, and the storm warnings expired. No new ones have been put in place. So I decided that you know what? I've been sitting here for 45 fucking minutes. My machines have got to be a fright by now. So I need to get back out there and get caught up. Well, it turns out that I left 5 minutes too early. I did all my work. Got chewed out by the former safety committee person because I left too soon. Had a discussion with her about it. End of shift comes, and I get pulled aside by the head safety committee person. We have a little 5-minute discussion there on the middle of the sales floor, production floor, and she's grilling me for answers as to why I left so early, why I didn't wait for the all clear, and there is a perfectly good reason for that. That being that the last time we had a severe weather issue where we had to go to the shelters, I wound up getting completely forgotten. Nobody notified me of the all clear. I only found out about the all clear because half an hour afterward, someone comes waltzing in to use the bathroom. And they're asking me, okay, you're still here? So that's where I am. Like, okay, so I've got to draw off of this experience because this time, again, no all clear had been posted, had been announced, and the storm warning expired. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm being forgotten again, so I'll just head out. Now apparently that's the wrong answer. So as soon as Angela finishes with her whole investigation with me, I get approached by my cell lead, my direct supervisor, and he pulls me back to the managers, to the conference room, where the big man is waiting for me. And I get grilled and I get reamed out for half an hour because I did this. And they're asking me for, why do you think it was acceptable? And by the time all was said and done, I was my eyes were watering. My voice was cracking up. My hands were shaking. My breathing was erratic. It wasn't working out. I was on the verge of a total breakdown. I mean, hell, I was at the point where they started babbling about how an employee's life is worth more than the machinery and the parts that we make. And in my mind, I'm just screaming, my life isn't fucking worth that much. Who cares if I die? Just forget about me, I ain't worth shit. So, and this comes on the tail end of another nightmare night from hell, where I'm working and doing basically two people's work because, of course, we don't have staffing, so I'm already stressed out because of that. I'm exhausted. I'm famished. I'm just a total mess at this point. Then they get held after for it was at least 25 minutes after my punch out time. I was just, okay, what am I doing? Why do you find it necessary to read me out for half a fucking hour? Just because I slipped out 5 minutes early. The danger had passed. I had prior experience with being completely forgotten, so I had a valid excuse for this. Because the last time I had been totally neglected, no one told me that things were clear. So, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? Fucked if I do, fucked if I don't. That situation. So there's that. So I'm already feeling like absolute dog shit when I walk out to the parking lot, get in my car, and I drive home. And as I'm exiting the garage, it's one of those. It's an attached garage without direct access to the home. I gotta go out the side garage door and then into the main door, the front door. And I spot out of the corner of my eye, a wasp. And what's it doing? It's making a beeline, no pun intended, for a small hole in the wood paneling that connects between the garage and the paneling that goes behind the house number. So it's like, okay, that's fucking great. So we now have a wasp nest directly next to my front door, and I tried spraying it with some wasp and hornet spray, and couldn't do anything because the, that spray does not penetrate that far in. Because that opening is so small that they just crawled in. It's barely big enough for them to fit into to begin with. So what am I gonna do? So I'm freaking out, just wondering, okay, what the hell do I do? And I wound up texting my neighbor just out of desperation, and I get the idea that, okay, maybe I should just go ahead and start calling the HOA board members, because they're gonna know if this is something I need to deal with myself, or is it an HOA? Do they have people that can deal with it? And I'm just, I'm beside myself, with worry, because, I mean, just full disclosure here, hornets, wasps, anything that has that that flies around and can sting you, and has been known to show open hostility toward humans, I am deathly afraid of. The wasps, especially, I am just absolutely terrified of. Wasps and yellow jackets. I don't know if there's a difference between those or not, but either way, I see one, and at best, I am absolutely an anxiety-ridden mess, and at worst, I have a full-blown panic attack, which is basically what happened to me today. So I get in, and I go back out a few times, just trying to observe and see what's coming and going from the nest. And yeah, I see. I saw one coming and going a couple times, and I saw one off to the side. He was hanging out near my neighbor's, that by her side of the paneling. So I gave that one a quick spray. I think I got it. And then I look over a little later, and I see that there are two more wasps coming back to the nest. So it's like, okay, so yeah, this is definitely more than just a small, just a solitary wasp thing going on here. So I tried spraying them, but they ducked out of the way, or they're just impervious to the spray. I don't know. But anyway, I get back inside after, and I feed the cats, and between everything going on tonight and this morning, I'm so fucking, I'm a wreck. I got no appetite. I haven't eaten since yesterday, and it's like 9:30 or so right now, and I'm just like, I've got no appetite, so why bother going, grabbing breakfast now? Sucks because I was actually looking forward to having some egg rolls for breakfast, but that all went out the window. So I'm killing time because I don't want to call too early, and I wait until about 9 o'clock, a little before, and I start calling down the list of the HOA board members. President, he doesn't have voicemail set up, so I can't leave a message for him. The VP just had voicemail. I didn't feel like leaving a message. I just hope I could talk to someone directly. But then the third person I tried, he's not a ranking board member, so to speak, but he's on the board. So I explained the situation to him, and I'm like, okay, yeah, so I know there's a nest back there. I can't reach it. I don't know if this is something that I have to deal with myself, or if the HOA has people that they bring out. And well, he informed me that yeah, they do have a company that they have on as part of the budget. So he told me that, and he told me that yeah, he'll make the call. He'll get the people out there to take care of it. And Bob's your uncle, right? Um, but I get off the phone with him, and I am just I am so I got so much shit bottled up that I start just absolutely fucking bawling because the stress has gotten to me, and I'm still feeling it. I'm still stressed out. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to sleep today because I'm so fucking tense from everything, and my body is exhausted, but my mind can't sleep. So and that's where I'm at right now. It just feels like everything is trying to go wrong in the worst possible ways right now. Like God is trying to sabotage my life and my sanity. So I just don't know. I'm exhausted, but will I sleep today? I don't know. Are we gonna be up all day and fall asleep about 3:30? I gotta go back to work again tonight, so I need some rest. Anyway, I just had to get this off my chest. I'm so tense right now that I don't know. I need to go to bed, or at least try. I mean, I'm in bed right now, but I got I got nothing in the tank. But anyway, just had to get that out there. I'm gonna upload now. Try to see about watching some TV. Try to fall asleep too. Hope for some good news from really good people at the extermination company. But I'm not gonna expect a miracle. Miracles are for people that God likes. Oh yeah. And right now my hands are numb from using all that spray. Just wish it would have killed some of the wasps. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna try to get some sleep now. I hope you all have a better day than I did. And I will talk to y'all later.